But back to Moshe on Shtichas Asavim, right? So b'davar Shtichas Asavim mata ilanos b'chag Shavuos. So the Gra is very much against it. Asar ma'achash osen akum b'chag shalahem samach Shavuos. Which chag is that? Pentecost, right? The tam marsham shekol davar sheish lo tam ein bo iser de uvichukoseim. Came on osen lezecher shenidonim bo al peras ilan mutter. So as long as we can give a reason for it, it's okay. Now this is a very big issue. Well, let me ask you a question. Taking a step back, what do you get from Moshe's different positions on Chukas Akum? One thing you see is that's not so simple, right? How do you ascertain what a tam is? You know, let's take the Gra. Okay, what would you say about the Gra? So the Gra holds we should never use greenery inside a shul on Shavuos. So is that consistent with this position?
Yeah.
Why?
No.
What?
I don't know, miyuchad to it.
It's not miyuchad. Well, you can say no. It is. You can say it's miyuchad to Christians.
It's only not Jewish.
What?
So it's added in.
And what about the fact there's a tam?
There's a Tom. He doesn't care about that.
He doesn't care, right? So Ramosh is saying, but for those who hold like the Maharik, which is a tam for it, but you see right in the Ram, you see why the Maharik can be a little bit of a slippery slope. Because how do you define tam? In other words, let's say the Goyim do X, okay? But I'm going to do what they do, and I'm going to give I'm going to make up a reason why. You know?
Right.
But I'll give you a perfect example is...
The celebration yesterday.
We'll say again?
The confirmation yesterday.
Correct, yeah, right, okay. But let's say, for instance, I say, you know what, I'm going to put greenery in the shul, because it looks nice.
Can that be minhag?
Is that considered tam? That's the question. It's not so simple. It's not so simple, yeah.
What about minhag?
Today it's become an actual minhag that shuls...
Start doing it.
I don't know. So, I mean, the Grower claim, when do we start doing it? So at some point, we were influenced by Christians, you know.
How can you say that when there's a Jewish reason for it?
Oh, so that's the whole question. The question is, okay, I'm saying this is the question. The question is it that we copied them, right? And now what have we done? We've shoehorned reasons into it, right, to justify it, or all along that reason existed. Don't you see what's so great about the sugya? There's shades of oraisa here. Remember, what does the Gemara say? If it's really in the Torah, right, or in Tanakh, then for sure it can never be Chukas Akum, right? So you could go as far as to say, well, like you're suggesting. Well, what do you mean? What if there's a source for it? What if you can find a medrash that says this is a good thing to do? So doesn't that make it mean that what we're doing precedes what the Goyim do?
Right.
So that's what you'll find a lot. You'll see a lot of these practices that come up. The Malchokos will hinge upon: is it like something that is there a source for it? Is there some source we can attach to it? All right.
Well, that's your question.
One important issue what you said before, which is that what happens if Jews start doing it, and at a certain point it just is being done, like cap and gown, let's say, right? So you hit a point today where, you know, Jews do it now normally.
Why isn't cap and gown like a doctor? That's what I was.
Because the priests used to wear it.
You know what I'm saying? But the priest used to also be. I don't know.
It's more like Tosos' chok l'shem. It's more like Tosos' chok l'shem v'adas chachavim.
Yeah, but I think in the Tshuva Moshe said even if it is a chok, as long as it has choshivish and tualas, it's fine.
Right. Well, so that's the whole question. The question is, what would be the titles of that?
Well, it's choshivis. You graduated.
Right. So why? But why did it look like them? So why is that the way to dress?
But why is the doctor the way to dress? Because that's the way they do it. Why scrubs become a doctor? Because that's just what they wear.
It could be. Right. I don't know. I was very much. I used to think that. But the other question also is that what if it's sourced in Avodah Zarah? See, wearing a cap for doctors, that's sourced in Avodah Zarah. That's something the Goyim do. But what if wearing the cap and gown is part of a religious ceremony?
Dude, why would it be any worse than Thanksgiving? It's not part of a religious ceremony anymore.
Oh, so the question about Thanksgiving is not the celebration of the day, rather the eating of the turkey. Is that actually part of the celebration?
No, because Moshe used one of the reasons why it's not Avodah Zarah is because they don't do it anymore.
What?
Thanksgiving.
No, so you're right. So that'd be a good question too. You can argue that today, if they're wearing cap and gown and then the new religion, which is, you're right. Today, cap and gowns don't seem to really have much to do with them. What?
Do priests still wear a cap and gown?
Well, I mean, not like the,
I've never
not
seen
like
it.
no. What do you mean? Not like the way they do it there, but if you look at the way cardinals dress, they kind of dress that way.
No, they have a gown and
A cap.
it's not a cap. Cap is like this. They have
Whatever. I'm just saying, it's not like I don't know. It's a good question. But see why these areas are so vague. You know, it's amazing. It's like
Vegas mitzvahs out there.
it's very difficult, right? Very, very difficult. It's difficult.
We lost the Torah 12 panel with the same as well.
No, that's why. Ironically, I think the Kanan and Mitzvah position is the easiest position. That's it. You don't have any problems. Which, as you pointed out, is slightly problematic. So the other emotion on Thanksgiving is Orach Chaim Chalakei Siman Chof. Go.
But
Can we translate?
Yeah, go slow. V'davar Thanksgiving.
Dar Thanksgiving. Fark Safti already wrote La'acha B'tshuva. In a Tshuva, beggars Moshe, Chelik Beis, or
Devin Ezer.
Siman Shein La'asr Medina, like Fu Al Yom Zeh Simcha. You can't be Asr Medin to just make a Stam Simcha on this day. So it's Bar Mitzvah Nizun, it's why would it be different than anything else?
I saw, by the way, someone wrote down that he actually went to like weddings on if they're on Thanksgiving. Like he wouldn't have a problem. He wouldn't have a problem. What do you call it? Attending a wedding on that day.
Well, it's not all
Yeah.
related, so.
Say again?
But it's not related to Thanksgiving.
Right, but if it's a day that they celebrate, maybe I shouldn't celebrate on that day. So he says, no, you can do that. Go on. Right, should we try to be machmer?
Well, except for him, yes.
Avalaso simcha suda l'chava Thanksgiving.
Avalasos no chasud this l'chava Thanksgiving. Yesh v'adei last Medina. Of course, Rabbi Yasser. This is what we did this year.
Wait, hold on one second. Hold on. Let me just go back for a second.
No, you for sure can't because he's like for months before.
No. Relax. Hold on. Yeah, what did he say before? So he said. He says, "Lo matzina bezeh iser lav ba'asiya simcha besuda." Right? V'lo ba'achilas tarnagol hodu. Right? So what's he saying here? No, but he says, "Aval ani sober dimukam asol lasos yom kavua b'shana l'chol zeh." That you can't do.
So he says Avalasos no chasud l'chava Thanksgiving. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yesh v'adei is it.
V'lo mishum she'ika bezeh chashash dimyon l'smach b'hem yom idshal.
Not because of Odazar, just
Right.
because of Chukas Akum.
Right? Sharei ein yom zeh id she badu akomrim. So it's not because he's saying it's not the reason why you can't say the problem is because we're trying to celebrate their avodah zarah holidays. Okay. Elama atzman also simcha b'yom zeh. Because it was on their own volition they made simcha. In other words, it's not a religious day. Okay?
Not in the church.
The af.
Even if maybe the non-Jews at the time did Avodah
Who made it were over the Avodah Zarah. And in making it, they gave praise to whatever God they believed in. Right?
That's not similar to what they do now. Afterwards, it's Chilul Gamkin, like forced to this B'yom Zeh. Other people also said this is a good day to thank God. Right.
So the fact is today, when people make Thanksgiving, do they associate it with Avodah Zarah? No.
Not really, no. They associate it
Nah,
with
come on, you football. No, really?
It's a whole day of thanking the Lord.
No. Kiko Adam.
Does everybody do
Celebrate their idolatry. Right.
Things they do not for Avodah Zarah.
So don't even worry about any association. There's no slippery slope by Thanksgiving leading you to Avodah Zarah. Give force Tosos Reish Al Avodah Zarah Divrei Masla Asar. Afamia Itchalahem. Okay, if it ain't Divrei Hatifla Shomer Besudasan. Right? So, but what are the tifla they say in their sudas?
Grace.
Right, grace.
It's different.
That's what it means. I think it means like like a distorted tefillah, like their well, come on, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, that they say during their suda, oser melechol mitzad isra avodah zarah, right? Af ben nochrim she'osem zel kavod emunasam. That would be a problem, right? Ela shema she'asur laso simcha lechavod yom zeh. But rather the Isser, so this is all why it's not because of Avodah Zarah. But rather the Isser to make a Simchan today would be Chukas Akum, Af she'ein zeh chok l'Avodah Zarah, ela chok hevel shtos ma'alma. Right? Can you use the She'ika Isser kazeg tosos Avodah Zarah, dafid
Why
off.
is it hevel shtos?
What? Because what's the point of doing it? Oh no, so let's put in our Svara. No, why is it hevel shtos? Why we say it's hevel shtos? Well, it's like right, it's sourced in a non-Jewish practice. Right? So this Ramosha would seem to say that you shouldn't do it, right?
Yeah.
It certainly seems. Listen,
Not sure. Do it.
now I mean, looking back on it after going to the sugya, I'm much more sympathetic to the viewpoint of not doing anything on Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Because even if you want to say it's not Chukas Akum mipi avodah zarah, which is not, it's certainly hevel shtos, right? And I don't even think there's a reason. What's the time you're going to give Bakon Maharik? What's the to'elas? Watching football? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, that's weak, right?
Yeah.
Prior, Moshe would hold watching football's prior also.
Now we're going to move on to another one, which is the question of the one shuva about dressing. The Chamaja also has one about dressing, but the question is it's Igros Moshe Yoredei Chelek Av Simon Pei Aleph. So what's the question? The question is B'davar Mabushim Shem Medina Zu Im Yesh Chashash Isra Mabushim Nachrim. Right. So the question is dressing like the people do today? Is there an Isra Mabush Nachri? V'Abam L'Kam in Poland. If you come here from Poland, Imr Shayin L'Lovshan. Can you dress like them? Okay, go.
Vegan.
What?
Vegan.
Yeah. The Indian.
The Indian Amul Vajan Shvedina Zushin Chalaf in Israel and the Nachram.
Oh, so that's the first step. Already. So what does he sound like he's saying?
It's not Miyuchan anybody.
Right. In other words, if you walk around today in this country, you won't see a difference between how Jews dress and how Goyim dress.
Maybe, yeah. Well, that was probably more accurate in his times when everybody wore hats and button down.
True. Correct. Okay.
In the Chaimene Poland Shbolapo, do the Polanders who come here, Naman Noldemehem, but Paul also their descendants, a little bit short on the Lubashim, do they have to wear those clothes? Show you know in Poland, do they have to wear the same clothes? Which had Essen Lushinach.
What?
What's your word? Is it? Which
No.
clothes?
So I guess like right. It must have been that they had longer coats and things of that nature. Strimals maybe. Okay.
Avsha Av Kfar Shina Bivol Po, Hayza Besser Shnishar Isser K'Isa. Olin Kmat Kul Nogan Heter.
Chasam Sofer. Yeah. The Olam Kimat Kulam Nogan Heter. After Hashem, mi mamish beheteram. Okay. So the question is that now he's dealing with a problem because everybody's mihuk is what?
To change clothes.
To say it's okay, right? So the question
What
is
does that mean?
no, because you walk into a situation where Jews dress like Goyim. So now, if I'm coming from Poland, what should I do? Okay, so this is similar to what you were asking before. What do you do if the Jews already are doing something, right? Are doing something like the Goyim? It's already common practice. What do you do at that point? Okay. Let me just see what we can do here. 1 second. He says at the end of Im Kain, right? Pashut. So you can't tell me there's any hint of Isser whatsoever in dressing like the Goyim dress today.
From the din of closing on. Just Chukas Akum.
Right.
Not really to what is our, but Nachush. The Gamlo Davar Tmua. It's also
Illinois.
Illinois.
Right. Okay. The Gamlo is there.
There can't be a problem with the issue of because all Jews dress.
I mean, it's a circular argument, but it's got some legs to it, right? Fact is, if the Jews dress like the Goyim, then he can't tell me anymore that's Malbush Nafari. Vim Kain.
Who says they're not Jews clothes? Israel and Loshim and the Jews were in it. They can't look shame. In other words,
what he's saying is you can't tell me that. It doesn't make sense to say that, oh, well, 1 second. The Jews are dressing like the Goyim if everybody dresses the same.
Right.
Okay?
Maybe it was for the, why don't you just say at the beginning, we're also Jewish clothes. Wasn't it all established to the
Goyim? To the Goyim.
To the Goyim. And then afterwards spread to the Jews. Maybe just say that it was always made for Jews.
Exactly. Okay?
Well,
so why is that a good position?
Because why is that a good position? Well, that helps us wear clothes.
Right, exactly. And then he brings in the Marek again.
Also,
right?
Yeah, the designer didn't have Jews or not.
Right. So skip ahead to the Im Kain, next page.
Okay.
So therefore, if you come from Poland, there's no problem whatsoever to dress like them. But he's not saying b'di'evet. There's no b'di'evet here. He's saying l'chachila, there's no problem whatsoever. Now, I know you can ask a question today, but we'll get to that. The Gam Hala Nechshu Mabushi Narchim Klal, right? Harehu Kimishana and the Big Day Yehudim. Shemakam Echal, the Big Day Yehudim Shemakam Acher. Exactly. Right, the Afshe Big Day Makom Shabal Misham.
They had more firm kite to them.
Right. So since the way they dressed from where they came from, it was more from kite. Fine.
When we call it big day, Meshi,
Shatnez.
They don't want to wear any wool. We got in Meruchim, they were long clothes, she would sneeze his hair, to sneeze.
The big Tamacham.
The big Tamacham, Kim Chakaban, Lake is a little bit of big day summer, like a priest with Yadim Shalosh Mekan, and there's no real priests here. Ubolish Takakan, they're coming to live, or maybe that's lost, they don't want to go back. Rashai Linog after Kuli
Makom, Shabbat Sham. So he says, so even though back in Poland, so why they dressed the way they did? So they would never wear certain garments because they were to get out of Chashash of Shatnez. And you'd wear like long coats because they thought it was Sanua, right? Which is nice. He's not saying that's a problem. But the thing is that the way they dress here, and this is the key move, is not connected that idea. Whereas if when they moved here, everyone dressed in like short shorts, right? Then that would be a problem.
Or Shatnez.
Or Shatnez, right? Or Shatnez. That would be a problem, right? I don't think Shatnez, it's not really, I don't think there's B'dafka, wool and linen don't go well together anyway, but it's not really something that people B'dafka wear. You know what I mean? It's more like...
no, but short shorts they definitely do.
Right. So that's the more bigger focus. So since it's... So what's he proving? He's proving our Sfar from before. It's like neutral. Everyone wears neutral clothing. It's neutral. Now today is a good question. Today it becomes a little weirder because back then, the guy who dressed for work in the business suit also wore a business suit like when he went to the cafe or when he was walking in the street in the 50s. Right? So now what do you do about like today? I mean, if you go to the summer in Manhattan, so what would you say there? And that's definitely that clothing is definitely connected tznius.
Which clothing? Definitely.
Like I don't know. Well, you're right. I'm sure I shouldn't say because it's too short. I should say because of the t-shirts they wear. But anyway, in other words, what would you say today? Today, how would you approach a shot today?
Short isn't the problem.
That's just a halakhic problem.
No.
I'm not saying girls and boys.
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, how would you describe it today? Like, let's say I come from Poland today, right? So I dress in a long coat. Then I come to America. What should I do? Am I allowed to dress like them? What?
Oh,
No, you probably dress like us.
Correct. That's what it seemed like. Okay. All right, keep going. Shakapan like a Isolo Bosh Big Day Temer, like a princess began them Shalosh Mekan. Right, find it out. Okay. Right. The Im Lohi Amina Komakom, Rakavosav Nagolo Bosh Big Day Tamichamim, or Big Day Meshi, Ein Chiv Klala Ben Listag Bechomros of it. That's a separate argument. Okay. Okay.
Do you have to check your shoes for Shatnez?
My shoes?
Your suits.
So what does Rav say? So first, the Rav, famously Nefesh Rav, he says that it was mutter to eat turkey. Yeah. He says mutter to eat turkey. Okay, why? He says by Ramosha. The Rav says by Thanksgiving it's mutter. Okay, why? He says he just says it's not a problem. And he says because it's not because Chukas Akum. Okay, fine. Then you have Levishas Mabushe Nachrim. Okay, so now look what he says. He says Mabush Hamiyuchad Umar Pratis. That would be a problem. Okay, which makes sense. Now here's a good question: can you dress like again these examples? Like can you dress like in a like a sultan? A sultan. Yeah, like the flowing robes with the kafia. Would that be mutter? So that sounds like some yuchal.
$38.26.
Rabbeinu Amar Sheshamam Aviv Shemishnas 1848 Kishagazar Nikolai Rishon Al Yehude Poland Lishanos Esma Bushem Lababush Mordani.
Read any of that?
Yeah, just read the. She said the end. What happened in 1848? Nikolai said you have to wear modern clothes. Okay. Hayasavar Hagon Rav Yosef Ber. Right. The Gzerazu Haisa Bechinas Arkasa de Masana. Remember that?
Yosef Bear.
Beis Halevi. What's Arkasa de Masana?
Shoelace.
Arkasa de Masana.
Shoelace.
Right. So you want to say that's like, and what's the halacha by there? Right. Not kill yourself. Take the bullet. Asher Dino Shiyar Val Yavar. V'zeh hiniu linsol le'ir bread shem dinos Galicia. Asher sham kvar hayanogim came lilbosh begadim ksarim. Right. So what do? He he went to the place where there the common practice was to wear what? Modern clothes. V'shah shamash kishtei shanam. Rak achar kach chazav lePoland. Ki lo ratza sheyeh shinui mabusha v'mnei gzeres hamachos. Ki savra haya sh'az haya begeder shas hashmad. So if they impose on you to dress a certain way, he had a cute way to get out of it. He went to somewhere, where he lived, everyone dressed, let's say, Jewish. Okay? So he went to go to a town where they didn't dress Jewish.
Okay.
So then if he were to turn, by going to that town where they didn't dress Jewish, if he would change his clothes to dress like them, he won't be doing it because of the Gzera. You understand?
Okay.
So what?
It's most of the change it in
But it's not a problem with
Correct.
avoiding
No,
conditions.
what? No, is it? No, why?
Good question.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Is it most of the change your clothes in Lucy?
Why not?
Yeah, there's Jews there.
The Jews there.
Save it. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cute way to get around Yahweh Yavor. But anyway, but this is his example of our. It's a halakhic mechanism. It works. You mean asking philosophically? I don't know how to answer
You
that.
don't want to die.
Right. Here's a good way to get around the problem.
I can't believe that it's